brings many faces to those who seek to know her. Her big rivers sometimes comfort the land they serve, sometimes punish it. Her friendly roads link village to village, and all the villages to far and rarely sought horizons. Her quick rains swirl out of the skies to bring life back to dry earth and good yield from the plantings year after fortunate year. The strong and patient people of Burma's heartland have worked for and reaped this harvest through times of torment and times of peace. In their strength within themselves and their union with each other is the strength and the union of Burma. This is a folk tale of one who might be one of them. Once there lived in a deep valley beyond a dark hill a young man. He had been separated from his family when he was only a child, and when he came of age he set forth to look for his family and to know something of the world. Everything that was of his home valley was known to him and loved by him, and he was reluctant to leave. But the urge to know more of himself, whence he came, whither he might go, was very great. The water which fell from the rocks ran like a bright memory past his vision, but it came from a hidden, faraway source, and went down to a sea almost infinitely distant. He wanted to know both that source and that sea. The big cargo elephants had carried his weight as a child, but now he would learn where their cargo came to rest. Toward the evening of the first day, he saw on the horizon the seven-tiered roof, which shelters wisdom. He walked on to the monastery and came upon an old Panji. He knew that this was a wise man who might help him find his family and learn something of the world. He told the Panji of his home valley and his dreams of finding his own people, and the Panji reassured him and foretold success in his search. In Burma, there are many families, my son, he said. Some of them will show you strange ways and speak in strange tongues. For the people of Burma come from many sources, and many of their origins are dim in the past. These origins are like the deep hidden roots of a great tree, through which the leaves and the branches are nourished. So do the people of Burma today draw strength from their own deepest roots. You should know something of the country which is the home of your family. Now it has a gentle shape, like a bending tree. But it has had many shapes and many characters in its long history. Enough of its ancient cities remain for you to know what those characters were. Many lines have crossed and recrossed the land. Under Anaratha, 9 centuries ago, it was united, but the army of Kublai Khan rent it apart. Long years later, Alangpaya united it again, but the armies of the White Queen of the West again broke it apart and brought it under a long subjection. Then, one black day, death fell from the heavens upon our Burma, and nothing was ever the same again. The young man drew back in fright from the images the Panji conjured up, of broken temples and wrecked cities, and the face of the beloved country distorted, almost beyond knowing. After the first day of death from the heavens, when so many men of Burma and their works were destroyed, the little bands of warriors stood as firm as had any of their fathers in the days when they rode elephants to battle. But it was of no use, and it was a long and bitter time before even a small measure of freedom was regained. And even then, the wreckage of war remained upon the works of men and upon their wounded spirits. When the young man set forth again the next day, he remembered much the Panji had told him, of where he should go and what he should seek. He would look for signs, for good portents. He would be watchful for good qualities in those he met, and someday he would find his family. And as he walked on, he came to a river. It was a tormented river, swollen beyond its greatest borders. It had brought loss and change to all those who had lived upon its bounty. But their lives went on as little changed as might be. That was good to know. As a peasant, he knew that nature is capricious, but always stronger than man, and he must bend to its will. So the people, hounded by the river, took their goods to higher ground, where they would wait until the river should have spent its passion. It was good, the young man thought, for a family to have courage for such crises. Those who live by a river must also live by its floods. And the traveler walked on. He came to a village, called by the sound of drums. He found dancing and laughter and was ready for them, for he had been long from home now and was already lonely. He met the leader of the village, a young man for a leader, and they became acquainted and watched the dances and smiled together. These seemed like good people, strong and friendly. He had not yet, he thought, found his own true family, but with these people he was at ease, as he would have been in his own village. From the first friendly meeting with the world outside his valley, the young man walked away content.